Hello my lovelies and welcome to your daily tarot reading for the 16th of February, and we're going to be using a new deck again. This is Jen Sankey's decks, the Stardust Wanderer Tarot, and I have not shuffled this at all, so we'll see what comes out. I do love the borders though. Okay. Alright, I am back. We have all your cards out on the table. Believe it or not, there's only 2 major arcanas on the table. And really, there's not a lot of cards overall, as far as I'm concerned. So let's get into the best part of your day. We have this 7 of Cups, followed by the 8 of Cups. And if you're not familiar with this deck, this is Space Pirates, by the way. Followed by the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay, best part of your day. Eventually you're going to come to a crossroads, a place where you're going to have several choices or options. Decisions. Decisions. This is probably the best word for this. And even if it takes you a while to come to a finite choice, a decision, to actually leave stuff behind, move forward, to actually, not sit there at the crossroads, you actually make a wise choice. We have the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. We get exactly what we need, what we want, happiness, and we're literally leaving behind difficulty. 10 of Wands. That rest period is over with. The difficulty of not having a choice, having an option, or being able just to finally make a choice or focus on what we needed to focus on in order to make a choice comes to an end. Instead, we're able to move forward. I mean, we have the Page, Knight, Queen, and King of Wands. So we get a new drive, new ambition, new ways to move, new pathways, new projects, new directions to head in. We have a lot of gumption, a lot of drive, ambition, momentum that carries us all the way through to see it through completion. So even if you feel like you're really slow to start, being at that crossroads, trying to, do I go left on the fork of the road or do I go right on the fork of the road? Once you actually make that decision, and it seems like you're making the right one, you leave that just behind. You trailblaze, basically, which is nice. It's better than being on the fence. But like I said, it feels like with this 7 of Cups that even though options are available and there's a choice, a decision to be made, and you do tend to make the right one, focusing, identifying, and actually making that choice seems to be the biggest thing. So you may be a little slow to make that decision. I'm not saying to rush the decision. So don't worry that if you are taking too long to make a choice at a particular juncture that you come across today, simply because you make up ground later on. After you make the choice and you start heading off, you make up ground. All right, the worst part of your day. We literally only have one card. We have the Four of Coins, which is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, holding on. Standing at that crossroads going, which way do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I take the path less traveled? Do I take what I know? So letting go is very difficult. Subsequently, you could end up holding on to distractions as well. So if your focus is kind of like all over the place, yeah, you could be holding on to the distractions. Procrastination, there you go. As a result, I'd also be hyper aware of what emotions come up, simply because that can be area where you might be triggered. Let's put it that way. Because if somebody annoys you and you're in the mood not to let things go, I mean, Four of Pentacles, you're literally holding on to stuff and finding it difficult to let it go. It's just like walking down the street and somebody calls you a bad name, and instead of just ignoring them and chalking it up to them being rude or, just a bad person, it's you turning around and giving them an earful for the next 5 minutes, telling them how they are worthless piece of crap. It's because you have the inability to let it go. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's a potential. It's there. I have to acknowledge it. All right, and we're going to move right on to our obstacle, or how to get over our obstacle. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, Moon, and hopefully YouTube won't, try to ban me for that card. The Sun, simply because they don't like nudity. The Two of Cups in the reverse, the Six of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I'm sorry, I nudged one card. We do also have the Page of the Swords. It was actually supposed to be after the Knight of Swords. My bad. I hit a card from myself. Huh. Investigate more. And that is exactly what the Page of Swords does. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so things to probably be uncovered, unearthed. It's not often that I lose a card on a table, especially considering my backdrop does not look anything like my cards. So, I mean, I have a Thomas Kincaid tapestry on the background for today. And the artwork for the Space Pirates theme is definitely not the same. So, and that's kind of fitting because we do have the Moon card right here. So even though we have possible distractions, etc., we need to use the Page of Swords energy. Get down right to it, get curious, examine things, take it apart, take a closer look. If we feel like happiness is elusive, well, ask ourselves, honestly, what's worth investing in? What can we make better if we invest here or over there? What does that reveal or obscure when it comes to our happiness? Or at the same time, what do we detach from that will make it more successful? So we're asking, the philosophical questions. while we do this. The hows, the whys, the whens, the what fors. You know, if I go and do this and change this over here, what happens over there? Is that to my benefit or not? Does it make it better? Does it make it worse? Okay. Inquisitive. Page of Swords energy. Yes, okay. That's where we're going with this. Being inquisitive will help you find the direction you need to go in with this Knight of Swords. So, yeah, ask yourself the serious questions while you're standing at that fork of the road that we saw here with the Seven of Cups in the best part of our day. Because if we're asking good questions, if we're examining things honestly, taking a good hard look at it, we'll know which way to go. We'll naturally know which way to go. Not only because it makes us feel better, we feel more connected to it, more secure, more grounded with it, but we know what to expect, what not to expect. We're enthused, we're hopeful, we're enthusiastic about it, but we know that it's grounded, it's doable in reality, and it probably gives us not only more joy emotionally, but more abundance. Okay, so we're tapping into more higher vibrations. We just have to get the logical mind to get on board first. And that may take a couple changes, asking those important questions. All right. Well, that's interesting. Huh. That's right. We have three queens. We have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles for today's reading. The three queens. Queens are always nice, even though they are not a master of their suit. They take what they have. They use their resources and make the best of it. You know, you hand a woman something, she will enhance whatever you give her. So if you give her something great, she'll make it better. If you give her some crap, well, Three queens. All right. Well, that's an interesting reading for a first reading on this deck. See what else it can do in the future. I did add up all your cards for the second numerology. 123, which ultimately reduces to 6. 6 is a temporary opportunity. So yeah, if you've missed something, overlooked something, refused to make a decision, knowing you need changes, that might be cycling back around. You got another opportunity, or perhaps this is just a one-shot deal for some of you. You know, here's your moment to stand on the fork of the road and go on. What do I do? For those of you that like the astrology, I will read it to you, and there's quite a few placements for the day, so bear with me. Venus enters Aquarius. You can experience changes in your relationships, spend more time with friends, open up your social circle, enjoy being independent and unconventional. Mercury in Aquarius squares Uranus and Taurus. Might be difficult to control your mind. This is where I said distractions, lack of focus. You may lash out because of this. I literally covered that with this lovely Four of Pentacles. It is a trap, a high potential of a problem. You may lash out. Try to avoid fights and consider if your mind just needs a break. First quarter moon in Taurus. Changes and adjustments made in a slow, steady way over the next week. You may be confident in your decisions before acting, but see it through once you act. That's literally what we see in the best part of our day. You're at a crossroads, you're maybe really slow to make a choice, but once you make it and know it's the right one, you make up so much ground that it doesn't even matter how long you stood there at the crossroads. And our last placement for the day is the moon enters Gemini. Energy can be quick, although all over the place. Try to get focused as best as you can. Your mind can go from one idea to the next quickly. Distractions. puppet shows. Yes, focus may be an issue. Like I said, the emotions may not be so easy to let go. Alright, my lovelies. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Hopefully this resonated for you, and if it does, by all means, give me a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.